Hello students, how are you? So in the previous video we did the exercise 2.2 till question number 13. So today we're going to do the remaining questions, that is question number 14, 15 and 16, and then we'll start with exercise 2.3. So let's start. Now the question number 14, 15 and 16 are very interesting questions, as these are based on your coins or the cash, number of notes or the prize money. So we'll start with the question number 14. So if you see in the question number 14, it is your that Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. Okay, Lakshmi is the cashier in a bank, and she has currency notes of denominations of rupees 100, 50 and 10 respectively. Means there are three different types of the notes she has in her bank. That is rupees 100, 50 and 10. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3:5. So like we did many questions, first of all take the ratio, common ratio, then x. That means the number of 100 rupees coins will be your 100 rupees notes will be your 2x, number of 50 rupees notes will be your 3x, and number of 10 rupees notes will be 5x. And then the other condition is given, the total cash of all these notes together, okay, will be 4 lakh. So how many notes of each denomination does she have? So how we'll do this question? So as I told you that first of all we have to take the common ratio between the number of the notes, and we'll take that as x. Clear? So the common ratio will take as x. Now number of 100 rupees note will be 2x, because the ratio is given as 2:3:5. So number of 100 rupees note will be 2x, and number of 50 rupees notes will be your 3x, and similarly the number of 10 rupees coins will be your 5x. Clear? So these are the number of notes of 100 rupees notes 2x, number of 50 rupees notes 3x, and number of 10 rupees note 5x. Now if we want to find out the amount, total amount of 100 rupees notes, how will we find out? Since this is the number of 100 rupees notes, how many number of 100 rupees notes are there? 2x. That will be multiplied by 100, value 100, you will get the total amount of 100 rupees note. Similarly, suppose example, like if you have suppose 5 notes of 100 rupees, so total amount will be 5 into 100, 500. So similarly here. Now 50 rupees note, how many 50 rupees notes are there? There are total 3x number of 50 rupees notes. So the 3x will be multiplied by the value 50 to get the total amount of 50 rupees note. Now the total amount of 10 rupees note, number of 10 rupees note is 5x, that will be multiplied by the value 10 to get the total amount of 10 rupees note, that is coming 50x. The total cash according to the question is what? 4 lakh. The total cash is 4 lakh. That means this total cash, how we will obtain? We'll add the amount of 100 rupees note, add the amount of 50 rupees note, and we'll add the amount of 10 rupees note. That will be equals to 4 lakh. So if you see now, that means 200x, this is 200x, then 50 rupees notes amount is, total amount is 150x, and then 10 rupees note total amount is your 50x. So and adding this you will get 400x. Clear? So that means 400x equals to 4 lakh. Now this 400 will go in the denominator and you will obtain the answer. That means that will go in the denominator 400. On cancelling this you will get the 1000. Clear? We'll get 1000. So value of x is coming 1000. That means the number of 100 rupees notes, the number of 100 rupees note is 2x. That means 2 into 1000, that will be 2000. That means there will be total 2000 notes of 100 rupees. Now number of 50 rupees note is what? 3x. That means 3 multiplied by 1000, so 3000. That means 3000 notes of 50 rupees are there. Then number of 10 rupees note is 5x. That means 5 multiplied by 1000, you will get 5000. 5000 number of notes of 10 rupees there. Clear? Now we'll move on to question number 15. So now question number 15 is what? I have a total of rupees 300 in coins. Now instead of the notes, like in the previous question it was notes, but in this question it is coins. So the total cash I am having, that is given in the question, is that 300 rupees in the form of coins, and different types of coins, which are the different denominations of coins, 1, 2 and 5. So 3 different types of the coins are there, and the total cash I am having is 300. So but the condition is given is that the number of 2 rupees coins, is 3 times the number of 5 rupees coins. Means the number of 2 rupees coins is 3 times. So if we take number of 5 rupees coins as x, that means the 2 rupees coins will be 3x. And the total number of coins is also given. The total number of coins is 160. Clear? The total number of coins is 160. So that means how many coins of each denominations are there with me. Okay. So how to do this question? Like we did the previous question. First of all, take the x value. Okay. Now, here the ratios are not given, so but one condition is given, that the number of 2 rupees coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupees coins. So I am taking the number of 5 rupees coins as x. Clear? If I take the number of 5 rupees coins as x, so the number of 2 rupees coins will become 3x, because it is given in the question the 2 rupees coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupees coins. Okay. Now the number of 1 rupees coins. How will obtain the number of 1 rupees coins? Okay, total number of coins is given, so we'll subtract the number of these 2 coins from the total. We'll get the number of 1 rupees coins. The total number of coins minus the number of 5 rupees coins plus the number of 2 rupees coins. So total coins is how much? 160 minus 5 rupees coins is x, and number of 2 rupees coins is 3x. So that means 160 minus 4x will be the number of 1 rupees coin. Clear? Now the total cash is given 300. So that means now we have to obtain the amount like we did in the previous questions. So the amount of total 1 rupees coins is how much? This is the number of 1 rupees coins that will be multiplied by the value 1. Okay. So this is the total amount of 1 rupees coin, that is 160 minus 4x. Now the total amount of 2 rupees coins will be what? Number of 2 rupees coins, that is 3x multiplied by the value 2, and this is the 6. That means 6x is the total amount of 2 rupees coin. Now the next one is that number of 5 rupees coins is x multiplied by the number of value 5 to get the total amount of 5 rupees coin. Clear? So total money is given how much? 300. Total money of all the coins is how much? 300. That means the amount of 1 rupees coins plus the amount of 2 rupees coins plus amount of 5 rupees coins will be equals to 300. Clear? So that means amount of 1 rupees coin, that is 160 minus 4x, plus 2 rupees coins amount, that is 6x, and 5 rupees coins, that is 5x, equals to 300. Now this 160 will come as it is. Now this minus 4x plus 6x, minus 4x and 6x will make 2x. Sometimes in a hurry you will write this as a 10x. That is completely wrong, because this minus sign is with 4x. So minus 4x plus 6x is what? 2x. 2x plus 5x will be 7x. And this is equals to 300. Now this 160 will go to that side. 7x equals to 300 minus 160. 7x equals to 140. Now this 7 will go in the denominator. 140 divided by 7, you will get x as 20. Now what is x basically? If you see, x is 5 rupees coins. So we'll obtain the now number of the different denominations of the coins. Number of 1 rupees coins. Number of 1 rupees coins was 160 minus 4x. That means 160 minus 4x. And value of x is what? 20. That means 160 minus 4 into 20. Okay. Now 160 minus 80. That will come 80. So number of 1 rupees coins is 80. Then next is number of 2 rupees coins. Number of 2 rupees coins is what? 3x. It is assumed here. Clear? That is your 3x. So that means 3 into 20, 60. And number of 5 rupees coins is what? X. So that means x as it is 20. Clear? So here we end this question also, question number 15. Now we'll do the last question of this exercise. That is question number 16. Okay. Now in the question number 16, if you see, it is given that organizer of an essay competition, means there is an essay competition in which there is an organizer. What is the condition is that the organizer of an essay competition decide the winner in the competition get a prize of rupees 100. Means if the person will win, he or she will get a prize of 100 rupees. And the participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. Means everyone will not win apart from the winner will get a prize of 25. 5 rupees. Now the total money distributed by the prizes, that will be your 3000. Find the number of the winners if the total number of the participants are 63. Total number of participants means winner plus the non-winners. That means that is 63. So how will do this question? Now suppose we'll take the number of the winners be x. Okay, let the number of the winners be x. Now the number of participants who did not win will equals to what? 63 minus x, because the total number of participants is 63. So if we are taking the number of the winners as x, so the number of non-winners will be 63 minus x. Now the amount given to the winner, the amount given to the winners, total amount, that total amount given to the winners is what? The total amount given to the winners is what? 100 into x, because this is the number of the winners and this is the value which for each winner, 100 rupees. So that means total amount which will give to all the winners will be 100x. Now the amount given to the participants, okay, the amount given to the participant who did not win, this is the total number of the participant who did not win, that is 63 minus x. And how many and this is the total number of the participant who did not win, and this is the amount which you have to give to each non-winner. That means 25 into the 63 minus x. Since this is the two terms, that means we have to write down in the bracket. Now we'll multiply this with 25. 25 into 63 is 1575, and 25 into x will be 25x. Yes. So this is the amount which is given to, this is the total amount which is given to all the winners, and this is the total amount which is given to all the participants who did not win. And the sum of these two amount will be equals to what? The sum of these two amount will be equals to what? 3000, because the total amount distributed is your 3000. So total money prize is 3000. That means 100x plus this amount will be equals to 3000. Clear? So on solving this, that means first of all, now if you see this is 100x and this is 25x, and this will be solved, you will get 75x. Clear? 75x, and then 1575 will come as it is, equals to 3000. Now this will go to that side, that means 3000 minus 1575, and you will get 1425. 1425. So 75x equals to 1425, x equals to 1425 divided by 75, and answer will come 19. 19 is what? X, and x is what? The number of the winners. That means number of the winner is 19. In the question, if you see, they are asking that find the number of the winners only. The number of the winners is 19. If you have to find out the number of the non-winners, then the number of the non-winners is how much? 63 minus 90, because total is the 19. So how much it will be? Your 63 minus 19. If you do, it is your 44. Clear? So here we end our exercise 2.2. Clear? Now we can do the exercise 2.3. Now 2.3 is based on the solving equations having variables on the both sides. Like the previous exercise is based on the equations having variables only on the one side, but exercise 2.3 is based on the variables having on the both side. So we'll do 2-3 questions of this, okay? Then rest we'll do in the next video. Okay, we'll start exercise 2.3. So if you see here, solve the following equations and check your result. You have to read question very carefully. It is written check your results. Okay, that means this is also very important. If you have to verify that whether you are getting the correct answer or not, means you have to verify your answers. In the exam, sometimes in a hurry, I have seen that boys generally do this question only, they do only the solving part. They never do the checking part. So they will lose marks. Okay, so first question is that 3x equals to 2x plus 18. That means variable on this side and variable on this side. So it is very simple. How to do this? If you see 3x equal to 2x plus 18. So that means 2x will go to that side. 3x minus 2x equals to 18. This will become x equals to 18. Now the question ends here. Okay, but this is one more part is in check your result also. The answer you obtained is 18, but you have to check. So how to check? First we take LHS. LHS is 3x. That means 3 into 18, value of x. That is coming 54. Now we'll take RHS. RHS is 2x plus 18. That means 2 into 18, value of x plus 18. 36 plus 18, 54. Now you see that LHS is coming equal to RHS. So hence the result obtained is correct. Means whatever the result we got, that is correct. Because LHS is equals to RHS means our answer is correct. We can also verify our answer by our own also. Okay. Now the second is 5t minus 3 equals to 3t minus 5. Okay, 5t minus 3 equals to 3t minus 5. Okay, so how we'll do this? Simply this 3t will come to this side and this minus 3 will go to that side. Now this minus is already there, minus 5 is already there, that will always write in the front, and then this minus 3 is going to this side, that will be right later on, but with the plus sign. Similarly, this 5t is already there, that will write first, and then this 3t is coming to this side, that will write after the 5t. Okay, with minus sign, because here it is plus. Sometimes in a hurry will create confusions. Okay, that we have to avoid. So 5t minus 3t is your 2t, and this 5 minus 5 plus 3 is minus 2. That means t equals to minus 2 by 2. On solving this, you will get t equals to minus 1. So answer obtained is minus 1. But we have to check also. So how we'll check? First we'll take LHS, then we'll take RHS. So to check, we are taking LHS. LHS is your 5t minus 3. If you see in the LHS, it is 5t minus 3. That means you have to substitute the value of t. T is coming minus 1. That means 5 into minus 1. Either we write multiplication sign or we'll put in a bracket. Both are the same thing. 5 into minus 1 and this is minus 3. 5 into minus 1 is your minus 5. So minus 5 into 3 is your minus 8. Clear? Now RHS is 3t minus 5. That means 3 into minus 1 into minus 5. This 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 and this is minus 5. So minus 3 minus 5, that will come minus 8. So LHS equals to RHS, minus 8 and minus 8. Hence the result obtained is correct. Clear? We'll do one more part. That is 5x plus 9 equals to 5 plus 3x. Okay. 5x plus 9 equals to 5 plus 3x. Similar, now again, this 3x will go to that side. That means 5x minus 3x. And this 9 will come after 5. That means 5 minus 9. So on solving this, we will get 2x, and on solving this you will get minus 4. So x equals to minus 4 by 2. This 2 will come in the denominator. So x is minus 2. Clear? Understood? Now we'll check the answer. LHS 5x plus 9. That means 5 in bracket minus 2 plus 9. This 5 into minus 2 will become minus 10 plus 9. That is minus 1. RHS is what? 5 plus 3x. That means 5 plus 3 into minus 2. And this 5. This 3 into minus 2 will come minus 6 minus 1. So minus 1 and minus 1 coming same. That means LHS equals to RHS. Hence the result obtained is correct. Clear? So the other questions we'll do in the next video. Okay. So if you see that we have done up to question number 1, 2 and 3. Now the question number 4, 5 you have to do by your own. Question number 4 and 5 you have to do by your own in your classwork register only. It means after question number 1, 2, 3, you attempt question number 4 and 5. Clear? Okay. I will show you the answer of 4 and 5 in the next class, but you have to do by your own so that you will check whether you are getting the answer correct or not. Clear? So till then, take care. Bye.